Good morning, everybody. We are making things happen. Lights coming is the name. Effects. Go live. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We are making things happen. It is 5 a.m. here in the beautiful San Antonio, Texas. My ring light is not working over here, but it is a-okay. A-okay. I am doing everything I can to make this happen. This is day number 3 for my live streaming, meaning we finally get some other things figured out. I can invite other hosts now. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Lights Coming. This is a show that I'm doing every morning at 5 a.m. and it is to kind of give you a little bit about who I am and what we're doing and to have a good conversation, to wake up and get ready for the day. I am located in San Antonio, Texas. Lights Coming is an initiative by me by me and my team. We are excited and we are going to wake people up, start a conversation, let people know what we're doing and why we're doing it, and go from there. So the reason why that we decided to do Lights Coming is to create some consistency, to create some structures. So if you're here for consistency and structures, if you want to get where you're waking up every morning and building a rhythm, that's what we're here for. Because I'll tell you, when you're building rhythms, when you're building consistency, you do not want to go head in. If you go head in and you go out there and you do a bunch of different things at once, you're waking up at 5 a.m., you're running 6 miles, you're eating less, all of that takes a toll. All of that's very difficult to do. And, some people can do it. Some people can go out there and on a dime change their lives and not worry about it. And be out there and, be waking up at 4, be running 6 miles, eating less, be feeling great and have no issues. But a good majority of us can't do that. A good majority of us, we need to find somewhere to start and then to build. So starting, a lot of it is just waking up. Getting up at 5, getting used to getting up at 5, and then using that momentum to lead to other things. So, get up every day for 5, get yourself up, wake yourself up, get out of bed, and then sit there, watch this, play a video game, do something. And then when you get used to waking up at 5, now you're starting to build the rhythm. Now you're starting to get into a better place, and then you can start doing more. And what I mean by start doing more is, after you get used to waking up at 5, go outside for a jog, go outside for a walk, just walk, get a good walk in, wake yourself up, feel even better, and then do that for a while. After you're up at 5 and after you're walking, you're up anyway, you're getting used to it, it's not so groggy, it's not so painful. Good morning, GE. How are you doing? What games do I play? When it comes to video games, occasionally I'll play NCAA 25 and I'll play Forza. I'm not super big on video games anymore. I used to Halo, Call of Duty. I used to play all sorts of games, but I've cut back. I've cut back and I've really focused on that family and doing other things. So that's kind of the rhythm of learning how to wake up and to stay awake and to get moving. And it's a good little, eventually you'll get to where you're waking up at 5. You'll get to where you are doing your walk, and then you're like, I'm outside, I'm walking, it's cold, might as well run. And then before you know it, thank you, G, for the like. Before you know it, you will be off and running at 5 a.m. every morning, push-ups, sit-ups, all that times. I really appreciate that, G. That's a good way to start it. Whenever I was planning this last night, I kind of want to get a little bit more strategic with it. Um, make this more of a production, make it feel more like um, y'all are receiving something. No worries at all, man. No worries. I appreciate that you're here. I really do. So I'm glad that you're here. If you can share, invite more friends. But no worries at all. Practice. What are you practicing? Are you playing football or baseball, softball, um, soccer? But yeah, no. um, but yeah, so this is a way to build consistency. Even if you're just gonna wake up at 5 a.m. Wrestling, nice. Okay, that is work. That is work. Um, that's awesome, man. I'm glad you're doing wrestling. Are you high school level? Are you collegiate? Where are you sitting at? So this morning I do want to build a marketing kit for this, and kind of get you into more of why I'm doing this. Okay, nice. Well, nice. Yeah, my daughter's 12. So I'm guessing if you're about to go to high school, you're 14ish. That's awesome, man. Congratulations. Stay with it. Stay with it. Don't quit. Stay with. Yeah, I know you're not telling about anything, but you stay with it and get to where you're collegiate D1. Go out there and that's awesome, man. I tell my daughter all the time is to go out there and get everything she's got and really enjoy it. But no, so I am trying to make a marketing kit. For anybody who doesn't know, a marketing kit is a logo, is branding, so all of your productions can be consistent. I am working on a marketing kit for this. This is called Lights Coming. It is a morning conversation. I'll probably get into some news eventually. Invite you to co-host with them. Yeah, sure. Let's see. Good morning. How are y'all doing?
How y'all doing?
Yes, I'm from San Antonio, Texas.
I'm from Texas.
Yes, ma'am.
I love it.
Where are you from?
I'm from England.
Nice. Over the pond.
So good morning, Defo. What'd you say, sir? Top of the morning. Top of the morning, dear.
How about you, Assad? Where are you from? Can you hear me, Assad?
Yes.
Where are you from?
Pakistan.
Okay. Nice. Are y'all? How's everything going over there? Are you near the action, or are you pretty far away?
Yeah.
You staying safe out there?
Yeah, no.
So what do y'all got going on this fine? Oh, so it is 5 a.m. here in San Antonio. What time are we talking in England?
What are you doing? What?
It's 5 a.m. in the morning.
Oh, got ya. It is 11 a.m.
Okay. Nice.
How come you're up at 5?
So I'm doing this every day, waking people up, staying consistent. I'm trying to get myself motivated and do some more things. I got a viewer that loves your accent, and I know you guys say the British accent is awesome.
Thanks, guys. I got the American accent. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. It's funny, the whole y'all thing. You called me out right out the bat. Yeah, I am from good old San Antonio, Texas. So I got my southern drawl.
Oh, yeah.
So what do you do for fun in England?
Fun. Can't have fun around here. Sort of like that. What a good fun. I'm so bored. I go to the gym.
You went to the gym?
I cook. Dogs.
Nice. Nice.
What do you do for fun?
So I got 3 daughters, and that's pretty much what I do is hang out with them. We go and we ride bikes, we hike, we play, we have a good time.
Nice. I love that.
Yeah. I don't know who Al is. Al the inspector.
I don't know what else doing. I don't know if he's around. Morning, everyone. So good morning, everyone. So good.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I'm having difficulties hearing you. That music is that music's a little loud. And the music just got louder. I can barely hear you, Shan. Is that what I call you, Shan?
Sean to the Shan.
Sean to the Shan. I'm Alejandro, but Hondo works.
Give me better, Alejandro.
That's me. The one, the only.
Can you hear music still?
Yeah, that's all I can hear is music.
Oh no, I don't know why.
There we go.
Is it better?
Team match invite? What is a team match invite?
Yeah.
Why the fuck?
I invite.
I just want to sleep it.
Are y'all accepting? Everybody's waiting on me. Everybody's waiting on me.
Hey, your dog is very beautiful.
Oh, nice. No animals here, just kids.
It's very beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful dog.
Welcome. Hey guys, where are you from? Hello.
Hello?
Hello. I'm the music guy here.
There we go. Hello, music guy. Where are you from, music guy?
Romania.
Romania. I'm from San Antonio, Texas.
Oh, nice.
I wasn't sure if she could speak Romanian or not. How do you say sit in Romanian?
What do you want me to say in Romanian? Maybe I can teach you some Romanian.
No, I don't want you to sit down. That's English.
English, so that's British. I can sense a British accent.
Yeah, I'm from England,
Yeah.
but my dog is from Romania.
Yeah, from Romania. Nice.
So I don't know if she can speak Romanian or not.
Maybe she can bark in Romanian.
Well, I find that funny. I'm sure she barks in Romanian.
I'm for sure. So,
Makes sense.
How are you guys? Everything okay?
Everything's awesome. It's a good day.
I actually have a lot of relatives in America, but they are like in Hot Springs Hot Spring,
Hot Springs, what state? Do you know?
Arkansas.
Oh, okay. Nope, I'm not. I'm somewhat close to Arkansas, but nothing that I can just hop to over.
I have some relatives in Phoenix, Arizona.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, and my cousin is in London.
London? Nice.
You, Assad, where are you from? Yeah, Pakistan. Pakistan. I have some friends in Pakistan, man.
Wow, you're all over the globe. International inspector.
Is the war over with India in Pakistan? Everything okay? Yeah. Yeah, like I had like my boss in Romania was from Pakistan. Thank
Thank you very much.
Please have the screen go.
My screen.
No, I'm talking to my comments. To my comments.
Yeah, because I work. I'm at work. So.
What do you do for work?
I'm a graphic designer.
Okay, nice.
Oh,
As I'm building a marketing kit as we speak, so I can build some
right topic.
consistency.
Designing topic.
I design mostly like products. I design like appliances, something like that.
Okay, nice.
Okay.
Maybe you've heard of Toshiba. Some.
I've heard of it.
Very
Yes, I know
nice.
Toshiba.
What are you doing for work?
I'm a real estate agent. And then I consult in United States military veterans to make sure they get all their benefits from the government.
Nice.
Very nice.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You, Assad?
Yeah,
You work in
yeah.
high school.
Yeah, he looks so young.
Very young. I think he's very young. So.
Yeah.
Okay. It was nice chatting with you.
No, I was like, oh my god, he's so quiet, but I had the live with you.
I see you're getting ready, Sean. What are we getting ready for today?
Honestly, I was doing my hair yesterday and I got distracted, so I didn't manage to finish it. But I'll finish it today. Oh, I actually finished my hair. But I'm off today, so
Nice.
I'll clean, walk the dogs, pick up food.
I didn't want to get too ready today, so I just put on a hat.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
And it's
That's you're
over.
cheeky. You didn't even bring 1 point to the team.
I don't even know how to play any of these.
Thank you guys. Thank you, Speaker.
Hey, you rematch?
Welcome back. Welcome back. Doing it again.
All nice, all music. So.
Oh no, don't have dribble.
Aww.
I invite. Please wait. Thank you, Jena. Thank you. I love Jena. I love Jena.
Alright, that was interesting. Really not gonna do that again. People just listen to too damn music all the time. It was good, I guess. Alright. Kyle L. Russ, thank you for joining. So again, let me get back. I kind of lost my track here. This is Lights Coming. Kind of got sidebar there. That was my issue. My apologies. I am building a content kit that I'll be releasing here pretty quickly. But this live is about getting things going in the morning, building some consistency, building some structures, and seeing how things go. Let me see my flash goal. So, I do want to talk a little bit about myself, and anybody can join in and give me some good, let me know about themselves. So Coming Lights is a new initiative that I am doing, and I'm still getting the updates from that joint stream. Not a big fan of that joint stream, honestly. But man, I have to get out and come back in. Michael Gurr. It is 5:30 in the morning on beautiful San Antonio, Texas. Put that down. Let me go back to. Nope, I don't need that. This is Coming Lights. Yeah, let me get out of here. I feel like that one just messed my mojo up. And now. One for the day. I decided to join in on a joint stream, and it just kind of messed up my whole rhythm. So I decided to pull out and redo things. This is Lights Coming. This is an initiative by me. I am working to create basically a morning show. Give out information, talk to people, let people know what we're doing, how we're doing it, why we're doing it. What is the why? The why tends to be really big these days. The why is, and I mean, you want to know what we're doing and why. Why is the reason for everything. And the reason why I'm doing this is because, the reason why me and my team are doing this, this is not me alone. I am getting some help behind the camera. And the reason why we are doing this is because we're going to work on creating structures. So today I want to talk about Coming Lights, why I'm doing it, And then I want to talk about what the VA never told me. So when it comes to coming lights, this is going to be something that I do every morning, every weekday morning at 5 a.m. I'm going to be jumping on here. I'm going to be having conversations, and I want you to join me. And these conversations are going to be broad. They're going to go about the difficulties of life, things I've struggled with, how I got over them, and how you can too, and I want to take your thoughts and your ideas, and I want to take your thoughts and your ideas and kind of see what y'all think. I keep getting invites to these joint live streams, and they're awful. I couldn't hear anything. They wouldn't turn the music off. They were not something that I want to be a part of. So Lights Coming is not about that. It's not about being crazy loud and flashy. Lights Coming is about waking up and getting ready to take on the challenges of the day. And that's what I want this channel to be about. Lights Coming is about waking up, getting in a good mood, getting ready, and then taking on the day and making it the best day that it can be. So without further ado, I'm going to go over some things that the VA never told me. So whenever I was in between 2008 and 2013. And what in is I was in the United States Army. I was Field Artillery, 13 Delta. I'm yawning. It is 5 in the morning, so I'm getting the juices flowing myself. So I shot Field Artillery for the United States Army. I was stationed at Fort Wayne, Alaska. I spent 4 years there, in which I went to Iraq, 0809, Afghanistan, 11 and 12, and then I went to Schofield Barracks, Hawaii for the last time that I had, for my last year or so in the military. But I loved it. So whenever I was under the idea and the impression that you don't ever talk about your injuries. If you were hurt, if you were injured, they would call you broke. They would say that you were malingering. So nobody would ever say that they were hurt. And you would fight through it. You would pretend nothing happened, and you would push through it because you didn't want to get, labeled as a malingerer, and you want to be a team player, and you're not trying to get called out like that. So none of us would. So I was encouraged not to say anything. I was encouraged, whenever we came back from Afghanistan, we were always told, if you were to say something, if you were to say anything, they'd pull you to another room, and they would make your life a lot longer. Instead of being out processing and going with your family, you'd get stuck in another room, and you would be there every day just talking about what happened downrange and why your mental health isn't where it should be. So I didn't say anything. I didn't talk about my issues that I had. Whenever they asked me how happy I was, I told them that I was the happiest little parrot out there, that I didn't have any worries or concerns, and the issues that I had were growing and growing. Later on I got diagnosed with the fear of impending doom. That is a very, very fun sounding name, but it's just this thought that something horrible is right around the corner, that the second you open the door, the second you turn that corner, the second something happens, something horrible is going to happen, completely out of your control. And it's going to mess up your life, and you're just so worried that this horrible thing is about to happen. So I got diagnosed with that, and I just kept trucking. I keep getting all these invites. I am not jumping over to another site. That's not happening. So I just kept getting worried. I just kept having this anxiety, and a lot of my issues kept getting worse and worse. So whenever I got out, nobody told me anything. Nobody told me nothing. And the VA doesn't tell you really how to get to where you need to get and what you can use. So even seeing VSOs, the VSO is a Veteran Service Organization. Even seeing VSOs, they really didn't know what you need, and they really didn't. And maybe they do know what you need, but maybe they're seeing so many people, someone that they really can't take time to help you. So whenever I'd go see the VSOs, they would ask for medical records, they would ask for service records, and that was really it. After that, they'd be like, all right, we'll submit this on your behalf, and we'll get you taken care of. And then nothing would ever come out. We would get no more information. I wouldn't get a higher rating. and I'd kind of be stuck, and I had these issues where whenever I'd go into work, I would have issues working. There were times whenever I did law enforcement, and I'd be on patrol, and everything, like I'd be in a unit and I would just get super dizzy, so I'd have to pull over, and and I didn't know what was going on, let the dizziness pass. There were times where I would be just working, living, doing life. I would lose a huge chunk of my vision. It would start as a small speck, and then, before I know it, my whole left eye I couldn't see out of my left eye, and I couldn't see out of 30% of my right eye. So before I knew it, I would be effectively blind, and I didn't know what was wrong with me. So then I would go to the VA, and I would go anywhere I could, and nobody would give me clear information on what any of this was and what was happening. So I started to take it upon myself. I started looking on Reddit. I started looking at YouTube. I started looking at all sorts of different places, and I started researching. What can I do to get a better rating? What can I do to show that I have all these issues? And what are these issues? What's going on? So I started paying physicians cash out of pocket. I started looking for direct care clinics. A direct care clinic means there's no insurance involved. If you are in the United States, you know that insurance is everything. So I started looking around for physicians that did cash pay. So I can go and I can pay cash and I can get seen. I'd give them my medical records. And I started building, what I didn't know is I started building evidence. And that's a great way to do it. Go through a physician, have them look through your medical records, give them information on what you're going through. Like even just now, these large breaths I have to take. I had a huge sinus, and actually I had pneumonia when I was in Alaska. And it came from the burn pits when I was in Iraq, and this pneumonia ended up scarring my lungs. So then I had last year, around June, about a year ago, I got admitted to the VA hospital here in San Antonio, Audie Murphy. I got admitted for bacterial pneumonia, and my lungs were riddled with it. And I got to where I got hospitalized for respiratory failure, and I couldn't breathe. So even with that, I would go and get all this information from physicians, and I didn't know what to do. So I kept researching, I kept learning, and I did learn that there are a few documents that the VA will accept and that will help you get a higher rating. And hey, GE, welcome back. The other people, they just wouldn't stop playing music. So I just left, and I appreciate their hospitality, but it's kind of hard to do anything whenever I can't hear the music. So I went and I got all this documentation. So I learned what the documentation was, and there's 3 major documents that the VA really needs for you to get a higher rating, and one of them is a buddy statement. And buddy statements, they're not blanket statements. They don't go over 5, 10, 15 years. They go over specific times. So at this place, at this time, I witnessed this. The veteran acted like this, and it made me feel like this. And the more you can put the rater in your shoes, the higher rating you will receive. So that's the first big one, is a buddy statement. And the next one is the Nexus letter. The Nexus letter is a very important letter. It's a letter from a medical doctor that reviews your records, reviews your ailment now, and says that this in-service event is directly connected to this ailment that we're seeing. So that letter is a huge thing, and that gives you service connection. And that service connection is the most important thing you need to get your disability rating. Severity is a lot easier to prove. Service connection is the most important part. So after you get your Nexus letter, after you get service connected, after you have all your records shown, you'll get rated at 0. Well, it depends on things, but a lot of times you get rated at 0%. GE, thank you, my brother. I appreciate the love. Mark Younga, appreciate the love, my brother. Take care. God bless. So now that you're rated, what do? So now you have something called the DBQ, which is the Disabilities Benefits Questionnaire. And the DBQ is a form that your medical doctor fills out, and it goes over exactly what your ailments are and how bad they are, and that's where you get your percentage from. So now you're service connected from the Nexus letter. Now the DBQ will get you 10, 20, 30, 50, 100%. And now you're there. That, along with, in conjunction with the buddy statements, to let them see what it's like to be in your shoes every day. You can write a buddy statement on your behalf, and then you can get people close to you, people that see these issues that you have. Everybody write a buddy statement, and then that, in conjunction with the Nexus letter, in conjunction with the DBQ, will get you a higher rating. So that's one thing. Those are three things that the VA never told me, that I had to go out and I had to research myself. And I will tell you, I am rated. I am 100%. And it's helpful. It's not perfect. Trust me, I would much rather be healthy. But it has helped, fill gaps where I've had issues myself. Another piece to this VA debacle is all the different types of things you can be rated. So you have service connection, you have your percentage, and then you have things called TDIU, PNT. What do these all mean? So I will tell you, your service connection means that your ailment right now is directly connected to an in-service event, and your disability comes from that event. It could be falling down, it could be getting blown up, it could be getting into a fight, it could be being exposed to loud sounds all the time. I was field artillery. Those cannons are really, really loud. So any type of hearing, and most of my head is because of shooting artillery. So that's a service connection. The percentage is how bad it affects your ability to maintain employment. So the worse it impacts you, the worse it impairs your ability to work, the higher the rating you get. So you can get up to 100%. And then 100% just means that they're going to pay you, enough to have a full-time job, which with the family and everything is about $4,400. By yourself is about $3,800. On top of that, there's P&T, which is permanent and total. Permanent and total means that not only can you not work, but you will never be able to work. All the way until you die, you are going to be struggling with this. It is not going away. So that is your permanent and total. It also makes sure you can't be re-rated. So if you do have just a disability rating and a percentage, but you're not permanent and total, every 3 to 5 years, the VA will bring you back and will have you do checkups. And there is a possibility that they can reduce it if you're which is a good thing. That's a great thing. If you're not 100%, if you're not PNT, and you can get better and work, that is the best way to do things, because it is miserable being injured. That's why I'm getting up early in the morning, and I'm getting some huge support from the backside from my wife. She's an amazing human being. She is helping me out so much. So before this in the mornings, we do go for runs, we do work out. She does push me. She doesn't want me to die, and I don't want to die. I like life. So I'm very grateful for that support, but that's what happens. If you're not permanent and total, they can re-rate you, and there is a chance that your disability will get reduced. On top of PNT, well, not on top of, but a different way, but another way to get 100% is TDIU. TDIU stands for Total Disability Individual Unemployability. And what that means is that you don't have to be 100% to get paid at 100%. So usually it's like 60%. If you have one disability that's 60% or your overall 70%, you can apply for TDIU, and TDIU will get you paid at 100%, meaning the disabilities that you do have, while not in total, will get you 100%, disability, but it will, but the one that you have, even though it's not getting you 100%, it's so bad that it impairs you and you cannot work. So the government go ahead and sees you as 100%, and they'll pay you at the 100% rate. And you can be 70, 80, 90% TDIU and PNT, meaning that your condition will never improve. So that is a possibility as well. And it's really important. It's really important to know these things. Not only that, but the benefits for for permanent and total, this business for 100%. The benefits are well beyond just, your monetary, compensation. A huge thing that gets it, if you're permanent and total, you and your family get is your children and your wife or your spouse. Sorry for all the women veterans out there. Girl power. Amen. I receive it. They can get Chapter 35 DEA, which is an education benefit. DEA stands for not disability. It stands for Dependents Education Assistance Program. And they get their own entitlement. So they get 36 months of college. The college is paid for, books are paid for, and it gives you about $1,400 a month on top of it. And that is their entitlement. That is not the veteran's entitlement. So me having a spouse, I cannot call the VA. I cannot call the school and say, hey, I don't want her to use it. That has nothing to do with me. That the VA will give them their own certificate of eligibility, and they will be able to go to school on their own behalf. So I met, so I consult with veterans. I take care of veterans. I met a spouse who is the spouse of a veteran that's been 100% disabled for a long time. And he told her that she couldn't go to college and that she couldn't do this and she couldn't do that. And he may have been misinformed. I don't know. And I'll tell you, a lot of people don't know this stuff, which is why I'm doing what I'm doing. But either way, she didn't know. She had no idea. And she was very unsure about everything. So she reached out to me, and I talked to her and told her, hey, you can use your Chapter 35 DEA. It is an entitlement to you. You need to contact the VA benefits, and you need to send them your husband's letter of 100%. You need to send your driver's license, your social, and after about a month or so, it's actually pretty quick. They will send you a copy of your COE, which stands for Certificate of Eligibility. Once your family member, your dependent, receives their certificate of eligibility, then they will be able to take that to the college of their choosing. And Christ is Lord. Amen, brother. Amen. God bless. He'll be able to take that certificate of eligibility to the college of their choice and get enrolled. And that college is paid for up to 36 months. So it is a huge force multiplier for a family. It is a great way to get everybody educated and in a way better position. So I highly suggest that you use your Chapter 35 DEA. There's also a host of scholarships that, along with Chapter 35, can make sure that your families can go to college and not worry about anything. So that's a huge benefit. Another benefit for the 100% TDIU PNT crowd is taxes. If you're in a state like Texas, I know there's other states out there, but I think it's like 5 or 6 states that charge you no property taxes if you are 100% disabled. And that's a huge thing here in Texas, because in Texas there is no income tax. So the only tax you would have, which is your property tax, is no more. So that means that you can basically live tax-free. Of course, there are taxes when it comes to paying for things that you can't get around, but that's just taxes enrolled inside of the gasoline and the food and the things that we buy. So there's really no way to get around that, but you essentially live tax-free as a 100% disabled veteran. It even gets you a vehicle registered for free. So you get one vehicle registered for free, and you get no property taxes on top of your Chapter 35. So you're talking about money on top of money on top of money that is relieved from a 100% disabled veteran. So it is a great thing to go for if you have those disabilities, if you are having those ailments. And that's the gist of the things that I didn't know. There's still quite a bit more. I've been in this for a while now. I don't remember everything that I've learned. So if you have questions, ask me, and I will get that information to you. Because I know there's a lot more than what I'm telling you. It's just I'm doing this all day, every day. So I tend to forget. I tend to lapse in my head. But no, so that is what this page is about. I want to get on every morning at 5 a.m. 5 a.m. Come join me. Build some consistency. Build some structures. That's what me and my team are doing. My team is very shy. They don't want to be in front of the camera. I don't mind it. I like talking. I love talking. It's what I do. So that's what I'm here to do is to talk and to educate and to take care of people. Make sure that people are using all their benefits. Make sure that people are getting into a better position. And keep on trucking. So there is a lot of benefits to the being 100% and being permanent and total. And the government doesn't tell anybody anything. The government does not tell you how to do it. And that's what I'm here to do is to help get people through those barriers. I do consult with veterans every day. I talked to 3 yesterday. We had great conversations. One of them were getting their taxes completely reduced, completely taken away, their property taxes. 2 other ones were getting into their 100%. I'm sorry if you understood none of this. My apologies, my brother. Hope you're doing well. And that's kind of what I'm educating. You are young in middle school, and as you grow, this information is imperative, especially to people that serve. I want to say you're in Hawaii, if I'm not mistaken. But if you know anybody that hasn't gotten their disability rating, that is questioning to get it, that doesn't believe in it, then reach out to me. I'll reach out to them. I know we're 5 hours apart, but we'll make it happen. Reach out to me and I will consult with them. I'll go over exactly how they can get taken care of, how exactly they can get their higher rating. I meet between 3 and 5 veterans a day, and I take care of them. We get them educated. If they are here in San Antonio, I do have a location inside Lone Star National Bank on Huebner Road, where I meet veterans. But if they're not, they're in Hawaii, I can jump on a call. I can jump on a FaceTime, and I would love to go over and talk to them. And I don't charge anything. I take care of my veterans. But I would love to take care of your family and your friends, and that's what I do every day, all day. I'm a real estate agent. I do that a lot. I'm always slinging houses. I do that often. So it's not everything I do, but I do spend a lot of time doing it. And I do care about my veterans because they need to know. They need to know that this is a thing. And I love taking care of my boys and girls, my veterans. They're awesome. But that is what this stream is about. I will be awake every morning at 5 a.m. Going over waking up mentality, thought processes, ideologies, going over and stuff like that. Today, my first one, I really wanted to get into who I was. I wanted to get under what I'm doing. I wanted to get to educate about the military compensation and disability. God is good. God is great. God is outstanding. Thank you for joining me. Thank you. Is that Hyper Pygmy? I don't know. It might be. Thank you for joining me. Steve, how is your lava chicken? So we did go over the Nexus letter. We did go over TDIU, permanent and total. And then we did go through. So just to give you an idea of what the steps are when it comes to the disability is you got to go and you got to get a host of information. You got to get all this evidence built in. Hello, good morning. There's my beautiful wife is back there. My team is here. I promise. They're here and they're supporting me, and they're the ones getting me up at 4. They're the ones taking care of me. They're just a little camera shy. So they are here. They are moving around. We're doing this as a team effort. One team, one fight. And if you want to learn any of this, if you want to get in a better place, one team, one fight. I am here to help you. Get what you would like. But when it comes to the steps of the disability, what you do is you gather all your evidence. You speak with somebody like me. You get a good consultation in. You build more evidence. You want to start the situation by calling 1-800-827-1000. That number again is 1-800-827-1000. That is the VA disability hotline or the VA benefits hotline. And tell them, give them all your information. And then tell them, hey, I am a veteran and I am wanting to put an intent to file. What an intent to file is the VA no longer backdates to your date of separation. The VA backdates to, if it's within a year, your separation, yes, but if it's too long, they won't. So you need to put an intent to file, and an intent to file is where the VA will back pay to. It's just you saying, hey, I'm putting in a claim, something's wrong with me, I know something's wrong with me, I want to see this date as my back pay date. When you put your intent to file in, then you consult with someone like me. You have 1 year to apply for your disability benefits before you have to submit another intent to file. So what you do is you gather all your evidence, you speak with a consultant, you go to a VSO. VSOs can apply for you, I can't. You get all that information, you get your buddy statements, your nexus letters, your DBQs, you get your service records, you get your your medical records, you put that together, you submit your claim. You want to have everything done beforehand, and you want to submit under an FDC, which is a fully developed claim. That fully developed claim is a lot faster process. It can take between 3 days to a week to a month, depending on kind of what they got to go over. But it's generally quicker. The more questions they have, the more unknown there is, the longer the process is going to take. So if you submit an FDC, the process is a lot quicker. They'll get you in your CMPs. Your CMP stands for compensation and pension. Whenever you do your CMP exams, they'll get all that information back. It usually takes about a week for them to get the information back from the third party, because the CMP is not done by the VA. It's done by third-party medical providers. After about a week, they'll get that documentation back. They'll review it, and it'll take about 1 to 2 more weeks for them to make a decision if all the information's there. If not, it's going to take you a lot longer. That's why you want to make sure you have all of your ducks, all of your papers in a row before you apply. So it is good to talk to a consultant such as myself. It is good to talk to some other people to make sure that you have all the information you need before you apply. And then you apply. After you apply, it's the waiting game. If you do not submit a fully developed claim, if you do a standard claim like people usually do, that is going to take a year, if not years. And that is why the intent to file is so important. Let's say that you put your intent to file on May 15th of 2025, and then you get your application in May 14th of 2026, right? 1 day within that year. And then let's say that it takes another 3 years for them to build all the evidence, to get everything together. They will back pay you all the way till today, May 15th of 2025. So you'll get 3-4 years of back pay, which is a great thing. But if you can't wait that long, do the FDC, get everything going now, and get your benefits. And especially if you have young kids, spouse wants to go to college, that is going to be the best way to. The earlier you apply, the better that they can get their ratings and help them in college and help them do everything like that. So that's the whole process. You start with the intent to file, you go through it, you do the waiting game. There's going to be times where it's in your they're going to give you an app, and then they're going to show you what step you're in. Step 3 to step 6, they're just going to keep going back and forth. Step 3 is saying that they have it, and then 4 is review. 5 is I can't think of what 5 is, but it's just they review it, and then they're getting ready to give you a claim, and then they do the second check-in. It can even be up to the decision. When they say they have a decision ready, they can go all the way back to 3, which is gathering evidence. And then, of course, the last one is your decision letter, meaning they make a decision. You'll see it online change within 2 days after it says decision. Generally speaking, sometimes it doesn't work like that, but a lot of times it does. And then about a week later, you'll get a letter from the VA saying, hey, this is your disability, this is your rating. And if you do not, a huge thing, if you do not get your rating, if you get denied, if you get a lower rating than what you think you deserve, let's say that you think you're going to get 70%, what they're looking for, and they give you 10%, 20%, 30%. In your letter, they will go over exactly why they rated you, what they rated you. So it's going to say that the VA rated you at this percentage, and you did not make 50, 70, 80, 100%, because it's missing these things. And those words is what they'll give. There'll be keywords, like migraine, it says prostrating. Those keywords need to be in your next claim. So they'll give you the keywords, and they'll say it needs to be a prostrating migraine. For the higher rating, needs to be at least once. It needs to show at least once a week, and it needs to be completely debilitating, where you cannot, manage your work day or your mood or anything. So that is what that looks like, and that is the key. So you take that paragraph and you put that into your next claim. You take that paragraph and you make sure that your migraines is prostrating. You make sure that all of that's lined out, and you can submit, and you can that'll get you your higher rating, as long as it says exactly what that paragraph tells you, and as long as you have the medical evidence to prove that that's what it is, you will get the higher rating. Like me, I gotta close my eyes here because the brightness hurts, but these are glasses that are meant to prevent headaches. They're brought by my VA. I use them every day, all day. They are amazing. I don't know how I lived without them. I do. I just had a constant migraine, but these glasses are absolutely outstanding. So use the tools that they'll give you. This is considered prosthesis. This is a prosthetic, because it helps me manage my day. So whatever prosthesis they gave you, use them. They gave me compression socks. I wear compression socks every day. They gave me these shades. They gave me medication. I'm always taking my medication. Actually, it's my wife that does it. She is a beast. She will go through, and every day she will make sure that I have my. And I'll tell you, I don't want to do it, and it's frustrating. And if it wasn't for her, I would have stopped doing all of this a long time ago. Minus the glasses. The glasses, I just pop them on. It's too easy. But she does go through, and she does take care of me. So I got to give her mad props. Shout out to my beautiful wife for taking care of me. But that is the process. That is what it takes to get your disability claims. And don't lie. And I'll tell you, there's so many issues that you'll get from serving that it's impossible not to lie. It's impossible to lie. Sorry, it is impossible to lie, because there's so many issues that come up. I've been in a very blessed situation where I hang out with a lot of physicians, and every time I hang out with them, I have a new ache or a new pain, and they're like, "Hey, that's a major issue. You need to get that checked out." So I learned I shouldn't hang out with physicians so much because they always get me scared. But no, there's so many issues that you get from your time in service that it is impossible not to get something. And it's more than you think. It's small things. It builds up really quickly. But that is the walkthrough. That's exactly how you get it. Whenever it comes to like your I'm going to kind of take a step back for the people that heard me earlier. Whenever it comes to your Nexus letter, whenever it comes to your DBQ, you want them done by medical doctors, MDs. You do not want nurse practitioners. You don't want nurses. You don't want, and they can, but you really, really, really want a medical doctor. When you go see for your CMP exams, you go see your third-party examiners. Generally speaking, occasionally they'll have a physician, but usually it's nurses and nurse practitioners and physician's assistants. So what they'll do is they'll submit their claim on what they believe. But if you have a medical doctor that is, especially if it's a specialty, you have a bone issue and you see an ortho. If you have a pain doctor, if you have pain and you see a pain physician, that trumps the nurse practitioners. That trumps the PA. That makes sure that you have really strong evidence that the VA will consider over the evidence that the third-party examiner will give you. So that is the gist of the VA disability claims. The meetings and what the process looks like. Don't give up. Don't quit. Just build better evidence, and you will get it because it's hard, and the military takes a toll on you. The military beats you up. The military beats you up pretty ugly. You are a tool to them, and they will use you to your full effectiveness. And then they'll extract as much as they absolutely can out of you. So it is okay to go out there and get seen and taken care of, and take your family, take care of your family. Agent, can you do me a favor? Can you plug this light in? I'm gonna see if I can. Run with a little bit more light. It's getting kind of bright, so I don't want to mess myself up, but I do want my face to pop. Can you press the? I think the on button should be right there. Yeah. Thank you. I'll wait on for a little bit. I want my face to pop so people can say, "Ooh, look at that guy." Thank you for the likes. I really appreciate the love. It means the world to me. But any veterans out there, any of y'all have any questions? Any of y'all unsure? I went over PNT, which is permanent total. I went over TDIU, which is the total disability individual unemployability. I went over the DBQ. This is the disability benefits questionnaire. I went over the Nexus letter. I went over all of it pretty much. AJ, can I have more water, please? I don't care, just water. She's giving me my medication. She's taking care of me. I appreciate you, Jennifer. You are a lady and a scholar. Thank you. She is a scholar. She's going to college.
Yeah.
She's the one that wakes me up in the morning. She's the one that gets me motivated. She's the one that says, "Hey, you can do this." Without her structures and consistency, this would not be happening. So I appreciate her for that. But yeah, so we want to do what?
You gotta give credit to yourself.
Nice. So that we went over PNT, went over TDIU, we went over DBQ, we went over Nexus letter, we went over FDC. That's a big gist of it. We went over, Light's Coming. This new initiative that I am taking on, that we are taking on. And I'm very proud of it. It's something that I want to do. I want to help take care of everybody. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Today is going to be a great day. Very excited for you guys. Very excited for everybody. I want everybody to go out and do great things. If y'all know anybody, any veterans that need this information, I consult completely for free. I take care of my veterans. Do what? What? Or spouses. We do spouse events. My wife runs the spouse side. We do surviving spouses for Vietnam era veterans. When it comes to the Vietnam era, this light is way too bright. Sorry, you guys. When it comes to the Vietnam era, there's quite a bit of spouses that don't know about taxes. They don't know how to apply for them. They don't know what they're entitled to. Kind of a gist when it comes to the spouses. A spouse, after her husband passes away from a service-connected disability, if she does not remarry before 55, so I think it's until 55. I need to double check that. But if a surviving spouse, so if your mom, your aunt, somebody, your dad or your uncle was a 100% disabled veteran, and he passes away from a service-connected disability, she can still purchase a house using the VA home loan. She can still get free, no taxes on her property here in Texas and in Bexar County. She can do a lot still, as long as she doesn't get married before 55. So when she's 56, she can go out there and do it. And I want to say that there's even another restriction where for different benefits, it's 75. So be very careful if she does get remarried, because she can lose the benefits that her husband got her. And I would say that there's probably vice versa as well. There's probably male spouses that their veteran wife passed away, and they would be entitled to the exact same thing if she's 100% service connected. I'm not being anything. It exists both ways. He will still be able to get her benefits until he remarries, if he remarries before a certain age. So if you know anybody like that, ask them, hey, do you know you still have access to benefits? And they say no, connect them to me. give them my information. I will talk to them. It will be a free consultation. I will go over exactly what they can and can't do, and we will make sure that they are taken care of. Especially if he passes away and there's younger kids, or there's kids in general, you still are the children are still entitled to Chapter 35 DEA until they use it up. So they'll be able to go to college and get paid. And that has nothing to do with the GI Bill. That has nothing to do with the veterans, education assistance. This is purely for dependents. Is Chapter 35, so it has nothing to do with the GI Bill. It has nothing to do with with any of the veterans benefits. Dependents get their own benefit, and that's what that benefit is. If you have any questions about that, how to apply for it, what to do, reach out to me. If you're in Bexar County, I'll get you in touch with the Bexar County Education Center for Veterans, and they will help get you enrolled. So there are a few ways to do it, but reach out, say, hey, I'm interested in this. What is it? What are the qualifications, and how do I use it? And we will get you enrolled. We will get you in college. We will get you taken care of, and we will get you in a better position. And I do know when it comes to like the GI Bill, I need to double check on the DEA, but the GI Bill, there's also another benefit that I didn't tell you about the GI Bill. The GI Bill has something called VRNE, which is the Veterans Readiness and Employment. And that is the vocational rehab for the VA system. And what vocational rehab is it teaches you how to do a job that since your disabilities took away your ability to do one job, vocational rehab will train you to do another job. So the way the voc rehab does that, the VRNE is it pays for your program, it pays for the tools for your program. So I don't know the stipulations on that, but it'll pay for boots, it'll pay for a computer, it'll pay for a printer. If you're a welder, it may even pay for a welding machine. You got to speak with a VA consultant, a education specialist about that. I've learned the ins and the outs, but that does exist. So you can go through Voc Rehab. It'll be paid for. You'll get your tools for free. You'll get everything that you need to, and you'll get paid at the GI Bill rate. So here in San Antonio, it's like $2,700. You'll get paid every month while you're in the program. And then when you graduate, they even offer OJT, on the job training, where every so often, every time you get paid, every few months you get paid, your money will get reduced. And that's meant to do whenever you're working, you'll make more money from the actual position until eventually you're not being paid at all from the government and you're being paid completely by your new position. So that is a thing. It is VRNE, vocational rehab, another great benefit for my disabled veterans. If you want to know more about that, please reach out to me. Please, I will get you taken care of. I'll tell you exactly where to apply and how to get it, and we'll get you enrolled so you can not just only be stuck doing college. You could be doing vocational rehab and going to a trade school so you can learn how to do a new job. And be able to continuously provide for you and your family, which is a great thing, which is an amazing thing. So we went over PNT, we went over TDIU, we went over VRNE, we went over surviving spouses, we went over Nexus letters, DBQs, all that good stuff, buddy statements. It's been a very productive morning for everybody that's been on this whole time. You were getting a host of information, and as you know, this is totally for free. So those are great things that you can be doing with those disability benefits. Again, this channel is Lights Coming. It is a first thing in the morning. I'm going to give you a way to wake up. You can listen to it. You can get yourself excited and ready for the day. I am in a great mood, always in a great mood. Actually, I'm not, but I can fake it. I can fake it with the best of them. So I'm here to cheer you on, say, hey, you're going to have an absolutely amazing day. You're going to have a fantastic day. And it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be whatever the day is going to be, whatever you make it. So I know that you're going to have great days and you're going to be doing absolutely amazing, super productive. I am very appreciative of all of you. Again, if you have any questions for any of the VA disability benefits, any of that, by all means, please ask me. If you don't want to ask me on here, if you're nervous, if you're shy, if you're a little shy guy, send me a DM, and we will be able to get you taken care of. If you have any questions for your families, same thing. Send out the info. Either text me on here or DM me, and I'll get you that information, and we'll get you and your families taken care of. It is a little chilly here. I keep my house cool. If I get too hot, I start having other issues. So I keep myself nice and chilly. I got a blanket underneath here. Staying toasty, roasty. Hope you guys are getting ready for a great day today. San Antonio was hot yesterday. It was muy caliente, as my brothers below the border would say. Hot. But they said it got up to 104. I don't know if it got that hot, but I did go to a shooting range. I will be releasing a video today about the shooting range if you want to see me shoot. I was shooting. I was laying the hate. It was a good day. Good day yesterday. That was a lot of information. We went over quite a bit. Today. So if you're coming in late and you want to know what TDIU is, you want to know what PNT is, you want to know what Nexus letters, DBQs, any of these jargons, VRNE, reach out. I will take care of you. Chapter 35 DEA, Chapter 33 GI Bill, Chapter 31 VRNE. I think it's Chapter 30. I'm pretty sure it's Chapter 31 VRNE. Reach out and ask me, and I will be more than excited to tell you, so you can get the benefits you deserve. When it comes to mindset, you gotta learn to let go. And that's something I struggle with every day, all day. It is hard letting things roll off my shoulder. It is hard. It is frustrating. I've gotten into it with people that I work with. I think we all have. But when I left the military, it left me with an intolerance for bullshit. Excuse my language. An intolerance for BS. And I have trouble dealing with people these days, but I gotta learn to let things roll off my shoulder and let go. I can't control what they do. I can't control what they say, but I can control how I react. And what I will tell you, if you have that, if you have an inability to control how you react, if you fly off the handle, pray. If you don't want to pray, then sit down and what is that called? Meditate. And learn to be with yourself. Learn to be by yourself. Hey, go sit down over there. You and where's Trinity at?
And the rest of the iron in her hair.
Okay, sit down there and sit in crisscross applesauce. Janet, can you pick that plate up for me, please? My children are here. They are in the background. They are being adorable as always. I'm gonna go over a quick way to relax for them. I do go over this in the morning. I want them to let go. I want them to control their emotions, because that's really all you can control. You can only control yourself. You can't control what's going on around you. You can't control how people treat you. So ladies, close your eyes. Close your eyes, and feel your hair. Feel your hair weighing down on your head. Close your eyes, Shannon. Feel your hair weighing down. Feel your forehead. Feel the wind blowing against it. Feel your eyebrows. Feel your eyebrows sitting on your face. Feel the wind press that as well. Feel your eyelids. Feel them flutter. Look at them. What do you see? You see the redness behind your eye. Look at that. Think how it feels. Become aware of where you are now. Where are you now? You are on my couch in the house. That's where you are. Think about that. Feel your cheekbones, your cheeks. Feel your lips. Breathe in deep. Feel the air go through your nose and through your throat. Feel your shoulders. Loosen them up. Let go of your shoulders. Let them go. Let go of your shoulders. Feel your shirt laying down on your body. Feel your shoulders tingle. Feel your back. Straighten it out. Feel your body now. Feel you as you are now. Feel your shirt laying on your skin. Feel your spine. Feel your lungs suck in more air. Feel your diaphragm expand. Feel your diaphragm build pressure and tighten as you bring in air. Feel your tummy. Feel your hips. Feel your waist. Feel your pelvis. Feel it supporting your body as you sit there. Scarlett, sit up. Feel your body. Feel yourself relax. Let go of all your muscles. Feel your elbows and your wrists. Feel your fingers, your phalanges. Wiggle and close your eyes. You have 20 phalanges, so you have an abundance of phalanges. Scarlett, Shannon, get up. Feel your knees. Feel your knees. Close your eyes. You're meditating here. Close your eyes. Feel your knees. Feel your pants laying against your legs. Feel your ankles. Feel your feet. Wiggle your toesies. Now take a big deep breath out and let go. Let go. Close your eyes, Shannon. While I continue to talk to these amazing people, sit there. Shannon, you're done. Goodbye. Scarlett, close your eyes and sit there quietly. Let go. You cannot control what people do. You cannot control what people are going to tell you today. You cannot control what kind of work you're going to do in school today. You cannot control what anybody tells you. Close your eyes and stop. Stop. Relax. Control yourself. Focus on what you can control, which is you. Know that you are here right now, today. Alive, awake. You're not yesterday. You're not tomorrow. Don't worry about tomorrow. Forget about yesterday. Let go of all of your issues. You don't have any. You don't have anything right now. Right now, all you have is just to relax and to be you. Let them sit there for a little bit. Let them soak it in. Again, today was a great day. We went over quite a bit today. We go over a quick recap. Went over P&T, TDIU, VRNE, surviving spouses, GI Bill, Chapter 33, Chapter 35 DEA, Chapter 31 VRNE. If you have questions about any of that and you're a latecomer, by all means reach out and I will be sure to give you that information. If you have family or friends that are older, veterans themselves, married to veterans, that you want to educate them about their benefits, what they can and can't do, let me know. They even get the VA home loan wrong. The VA home loan is a great benefit. If you are disabled, even 10%, there's no funding fees. There's no PMI, which is insurance after the fact. Which is, yes, you have to pay for home insurance, but you don't got to pay for the insurance on the note up to 80%. So it saves you $300 there. It saves you everything. Drag the piece of puzzle. Doop. Unable to verify. Oh, I missed the puzzle. Boop. What the fuck? This is harder than I expected. There we go. All right. I had to drag the piece in the puzzle. LeBron James. I am blessed to have LeBron James in my stream. Hello, LeBron. And Buddy. Hey, Buddy. Buddy Christ. But yeah, so if you have any questions, if you have any veterans, older veterans, yeah, the VA home loan, the funding fee is zero. It's usually 1% of the property. So if you're paying $600,000 for a house, that's $6,000 saved. That's $300 a month until 80% of the house is paid off, which will be paid off in 10 years probably. So that's, $3,000, that's almost $30,000 of money that you're saving over an extended period of time. So the VA home loan is a great thing to do. Use it. A lot of real estate agents are scared of it. A lot of lenders don't want to. They don't make the most money there. So if you have family, friends, uncles, if you yourself are a veteran, reach out to me. I can give you the benefits of the VA home loan. I can tell you about VRNE, P&T, TDIU, CMPs, Chapter 31. Chapter 31, that's VRNE, Chapter 33, GI Bill, Chapter 35, DEA. All these crazy jargons. We went over that today. It has been a great, great stream. If you're interested in any of this and you want to know more, come in at 5 a.m. Lights Coming is on at 5 a.m. every day. I had to restart. I decided to join a live today, and it was chaos. Music was playing, a lot of stuff was happening. It was not something that I want to be a part of. That is not what I want to give you guys. I want to give you guys my full attention. I want to make sure that y'all know exactly what's going on. And I hope you have a great day. Get your fluids pumping, get things going, get things great. Feel great about life. And keep trucking, keep moving. It's a good day. It's a great day, you know. Whenever I do these exercises with my kids in the mornings, come join us. I mean, you know, listen to the exercise. Learn to meditate. Learn to let go. Letting go is key. Do I let go? No. But I'm trying. Every day I'm trying. And that's what you got to do. Every day be a little bit better than you were yesterday. So I love veterans. I love my people. I love everything. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. You guys are what it's about. You guys make life worth living, and that's people. So if y'all like this, you know, send this to other people. If you know people that don't know about their VA benefits, send this to them. We won't go to their benefits every day, but we'll do it at least once a week. Or as people ask, if you want to know more, we'll jump into it. So share the stream, get your friends, your families. If you know people that aren't morning people and you need them to wake up a little bit earlier, send them this stream. Say, hey, listen, bless you. Yeah, I realize I still got like 20 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Why is everybody? That is a terrible idea. That's really loud. Yeah, I'm not going to be done until like 8. So, sorry about you guys.
You right now?
Nice. Well, go fry up some eggs. There you go.
It's gonna make twice as much noise.
Okay, y'all ready?
Yeah.
It is 6:20 in the morning. What are you going to be doing for 20 minutes?
We sing in the car.
Yeah.
And we have extra
We
minutes of
can
singing.
do 5. Yeah.
Okay, well, let me get off this live real quick.
Only choice we have.
And thank you guys. I'll try to be on here in a little bit. Hope you have a great day and God bless. Thank you for joining me. If y'all want to know more, if you want to come and join us, 5 a.m. every morning I will be on. I'll be on here in a little bit. Hope you have a great day and God bless. Bye. I got 1,000 viewers today.